In today's world, technology surrounds us from the moment we wake up until we go to bed. Phones, computers, smartwatches, streaming services, and AI tools promise to make life easier, more productive, and more connected. Yet for many people, technology ends up creating constant distraction, stress, and imbalance instead of freedom. The real challenge in 2026 is not avoiding technology, but learning how to use it intentionally so it enhances rather than dominates our daily lives. After years of experimenting with different systems, I finally developed a practical approach that keeps technology as a helpful tool instead of the center of attention. The foundation of a balanced life with technology starts with clear boundaries and mindful habits. I began by auditing how I actually spent my screen time for one full week. The analytics from my phone and computer revealed surprising patterns: endless notifications, mindless scrolling during breaks, and work bleeding into personal time late at night. Once I saw the data clearly, I set simple but firm rules. I designated specific times for deep work without interruptions, created phone-free zones in the bedroom and during meals, and scheduled regular digital detox periods throughout the week. These boundaries didn't mean rejecting technology. They simply placed it in its proper role as a servant rather than the master of my day. Smart scheduling and automation tools became essential allies in maintaining balance. Calendar apps with focus modes, website blockers during designated hours, and automation routines that silence non-essential notifications helped protect my attention. I used technology to protect my time instead of letting it fragment it. For example, I set my devices to automatically enter Do Not Disturb mode during family time and creative work blocks. Wearable devices like smartwatches now gently remind me to stand up, move, or take a breathing break rather than pulling me into another scroll session. The key was flipping the relationship, using technology to enforce the life I wanted instead of letting it dictate my attention. One of the most powerful shifts came from intentional content consumption. Instead of letting algorithms decide what I watched or read, I created curated lists and scheduled time for meaningful consumption. I replaced endless social media scrolling with purposeful learning sessions using platforms that allow offline access and focused modes. Technology also helped me track and improve my overall well-being. Sleep tracking, meditation apps, and mood journals provided data that encouraged healthier choices. When I noticed patterns, such as poor sleep after late-night screen use, I could make small adjustments like implementing a digital sunset routine an hour before bed. These small, technology-supported habits gradually created more space for rest, relationships, and real-world activities. Physical balance became much easier once I integrated movement technology thoughtfully. Fitness trackers and short-guided workout apps allowed me to stay active even on busy days without needing long gym sessions. I discovered that 10 to 20 minutes of intentional movement, prompted by my watch or a simple app reminder, improved my energy and focus far more than sporadic longer workouts. Technology also helped me combine movement with other parts of life: walking calls, standing desks with timers, and active breaks during long editing sessions. The goal was never perfection, but consistent, sustainable movement that fit naturally into my existing rhythm. Relationships and presence required the most conscious effort. I started using focus sessions with friends and family, where phones were placed in another room or set to silent. Shared digital experiences, like watching a show together with commentary turned off, became more meaningful when technology supported connection rather than distraction. I also scheduled regular tech-free activities: walks without headphones, board games, or simply sitting outside without devices. These intentional pauses reminded me that real life happens beyond the screen. Interestingly, the more I protected these non-digital moments, the more I appreciated and used technology effectively during work and creative time. Mental balance came from regularly reviewing my relationship with technology. Every Sunday, I spend 15 minutes looking at screen time reports and asking simple questions. Did technology help me this week or pull me away from what matters? What boundaries need strengthening? What new tools could reduce friction instead of adding it? This weekly review, supported by basic analytics, prevents small imbalances from growing into major problems. I also embraced single-task technology, using one device or app at a time instead of constant multitasking. The result has been clearer thinking, better focus, and a greater sense of control over my days. Maintaining balance with technology ultimately comes down to conscious choice rather than willpower alone. The tools available in 2026 are incredibly powerful, but they work best when we remain the director of our own attention and time. By setting thoughtful boundaries, using automation to support good habits, and regularly reviewing our digital patterns, we can enjoy the benefits of modern technology without letting it overwhelm our lives. The goal is not to reject screens entirely, but to use them as intentional allies that enhance productivity, health, relationships, and personal growth. If you've been feeling overwhelmed by technology or struggling to find balance, start small. Pick one area, perhaps notifications, bedtime routines, or daily movement, and introduce one simple tech-supported habit this week. Over time, these small changes create significant improvements in how you feel and how you spend your days. What's one way technology has helped or hurt your balance lately? Share your experience in the comments. If this video gave you practical ideas, hit the like button, share it with someone who needs better tech boundaries, and subscribe for more honest conversations about living well in a digital world. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.